So, I have decided that for the 5th episode, we're going to do some backtracking to make sure I've got everything I needed to up to this point. And here we're going to get the treasure chest inside the ranger outpost, and a canned ice latte, and a rewind. Not the rewind, because, well, I already have 5. Looking for them. Okay, so I already got the chest here. So we need to head to the caves, but I could do with some saddle grinding. I turned the volume down because hopefully it doesn't affect the actual. Doesn't seem like it does. Let's make startigrade angry and switch. Card maker. Go with the bonbon ones. Let's go with sharpen. Innervation. The internal harmony of astral types can be thrown into disarray by exposure to nuclear elements of plastic, poison, and metal. And you did. Transform the hug skin. Try to use, see what happens. That's huge. The amount of damage. Spit. It's still alive. It's good. I probably should heal Sirenade. I have the world record for time spent in spring heal form. That's weird. Bomb blast. And spit. Coal story and Sonic Boom. And he's ooh. 4. It's good, almost ready to level some of them up. Cool story. And spit. Right somewhere around here should be, oh, literally right over here. Use a rewind, Sirenade, and hit the Nevermore. I need to bring this with me. Then put this here. Gold door. And actually, let's get the traffic crab with gold dory. Then we can hit the manosphere with stuff. Raise his attack, then Sonic. The raise his attack is just in case it doesn't take care of both of them. Stop attacking me. Leave me alone. Full story. Something. Oh, he's hanging on by a thread. Too bad it was short-lived. And yoink this. Did oh. Move this onto this, and that should give me access to this. Not much, but it's good to have everything. Now let's use rewind and a rewind. Now I need to get one of these and then a musketeer. Or muskrat tier. And Earth is the same as ice, where when it's hit with a metal attack, it takes a lot of damage. I'm gonna use the ceramic tape on the Terracotta, and then use Sonic Boom. Terracocas are aspiring chefs and will attempt to cook whatever ingredients they can find in their subterranean cave habitats. Unfortunately, this means that most of their practice recipes include lichen, moss, or both lichen and moss. move on to this. Smack. Bomb blast. And no. Let's make it full story. And then Sonic. Let's go full story, and then ouch. Go on blast. It's Sonic. And now he's dead. Because with the reduced defense, he takes more damage. There we go. Musketeer. Basic tape and Sonic. There we go. Musketeers can often be found sharpening their swords and stones in underground caves where they dwell. It's not uncommon to find them doing in squires they happen across their lands. I'm assuming because musketeers were vigilantes. Still need to get this treasure chest. Might as well check the rest of the cave just in case. only thing I need to get now is a macabre. Rust.
Hey.
Hey, I've never asked you how you're finding that first monster form I gave you back on the beach when we first met. It was Can Devil, right? That's a pretty fun monster form. When I've used it in the past, it felt like I was on a permanent sugar rush. I got the feeling that ranged attacks were more efficient in that form. Maybe Can Devils have a naturally good aim? It takes some time getting used to how each monster form changes how your body feels. It seems to me that you're doing a cracking job at learning the ropes, though. So I'm going to evolve the Sirenade and the Carnivipers, but not the Dominoff, because I need to evolve that at daytime. Uh, yeah, I need a bait off on this one. I mean, I could just level it up now, because I need to be during the nighttime anyways. Yeah, Tokusek. Tokuseks have extremely aerodynamic bodies, aiding a fight style that is focused around using their pointed legs to strike opponents and channel powerful currents of air. I'll go over the different um like indexes because we have ones that have leveled up to 5 stars. Nope, I already have a dandelion. Spit. Hmm. So it increased his melee defense. Smart move. Wonderful. Oh, she's master. Oh well. Tolstoy. Earth type attacks some other fire type targets, reducing the power of their enemies. Really trying to find come on. Today is not my lucky day. Copper. Griffin be found all over here. Nope. Not here.
Hey!
Come on. Just get out of my way. Skelevangelist. Smack. Spit. was hoping it would just go through, but alas. Here. There we are. Okay. Actually, hit him with the full story. And hit the pepper cut. And we'll use Sonic. And now he's gonna get KO'd. I do believe that's all the beast I was planning on having recorded for up till episode 5, so I got everything on the list done. 35 minutes. Camp here for now. Let's look at tape storage. We have another Carniviper. No. For now, we can at the very least switch the Carniviper with one of the... Actually, let's switch out the token set. hop skin too. Then let's go with the Carniviper and the Dandelion for now. Let's take care of this fight. It's always been my dream to join the Rangers. I can't let that dream end now. Oh, I need to switch this one. Disturbed. And let's hit it with a toxic stab. Bone blast and darkness. Don't let your dreams be dreams. No. Let me rattle off the bestiary for now. Okay. Spring Heels get their kicks by hiding behind corners under the cover of night before leaping out to surprise their victims. It appears that they wear their wings out of old discarded rags. For a time in Victorian England, a mysterious creature known as Spring-Heeled Jack was said to stalk the streets at night. Jack was never captured, and this sighting soon became a thing of folklore and legend. I'm guessing the second one is explaining how they, like, what they're based on. So we've talked about the hop skin. We've talked about the first one for the Carniviper. The Tsuchinoko is a creature in Japanese folklore. Similar to a snake, it is described as having the venomous fangs of a viper, but with a somewhat flat body. It is often presumed that masqueraders use the face-like armor plates on their head to lure in unsuspecting prey. The faces on their heads are actually the faces on their heads are actually very creepy and couldn't possibly convince anyone to approach. Traffic crab. And I do believe we talked about this one. Basically, the cone isn't actually part of the body. It's just a traffic cone that washed up on the shores of New World, and it uses as a home. Haven't touched that one up either. Devils or demons are evil spirits depicted in folklore and religions all across of human culture and history. Their depictions vary greatly, from being benign nuisances to dangerous manifestations of evil. Devil that has built itself a suit of protective armor out of metal and glass. It has been theorized that the restrained attires an attempt to resemble astronauts, but no one knows for sure. So this one talks about how loud they are. Sirens are creatures from Greek mythology, most prominently appearing in Homer's Odyssey. They are described as winged bird-like women who would lure men to their doom with their beautiful and haunting songs. That is actually correct. Most people confuse sirens with mermaids, especially because of pulp pop culture mixing the two. But mermaids were from Sumerian legend, I believe. Not Sumerian, maybe Syrian? Fuck, I can't remember. I don't know the food. I didn't mean to say that. I'm just frustrated because I'm usually the mythology guy, and it sucks when I don't remember something. Very few decibels have been seen in the wild. Early denizens of New World whispered of seeing white dragons in the clouds, but it's unclear if they were seeing decibels or just losing their minds. Dandelions are loyal defensive guardians. They're typically found standing at yeah, we talked about this. The macabre can't see, but it has the ability to taste the air around it for potential prey. It prefers to do so from a higher vantage point, and will often find a rock or animal skull to perch on while hunting. Domnos see themselves as defenders of peace and spend their days patrolling the skies area. Yeah. Whereas the butterfly often has symbolic and folkloric associations with life and rebirth, the moth is commonly associated with death and ill tidings. That actually is a thing. It's fun. It's fun that they're showing like the actual mythological inspirations. The light bulbs in a winged loon's head channel an electric current that runs through the creature's entire body. The lights generated by them are reflected out of its eyes, allowing them perfect vision at night. Tokuseks have extremely aerodynamic bodies, aiding a fight style that is focused around using the pointed legs to strike opponents and channel powerful currents of air. The common squirrel is often seen roaming the plains of New World, searching for opponents to battle. Despite their cute appearances, they are dedicated warriors driven by an innate desire for self-improvement. The puppercut is an aspiring boxer. Although they are born with an iron coating over various parts of their bodies, this outer layer is prone to rust. The rusty layers shift as they mature to their adult forms, which is a southpaw. Must be, yeah, no, we talked about this. So there's Nevermore. The Cloxley's long claw limb gives them a unique advantage in ranged combat, as they are able to wield handheld weaponry at a safe distance. This makes up for the fact that they're not very fast. And then we talked about that. Tardigrades are curious creatures, spending much of their time asleep in the lower atmosphere of the New World. Occasionally they will float down to ground level to feed before ascending once more, using the rockets on their backs. Palm bombs. Palm bombs are universally considered to be one of the friendliest creatures in the world. If it weren't for their habits of accidentally setting anything and everything on fire, they would make quite good pets. The wounded archangel who was once a great power, Morgante's voice carries a force that can tear the fabric of reality itself, but this power is weakened in this state. Her body is shattered. It's hard to imagine what kind of strength could have done such a thing. I think from now on, I'm going to say like the basic information we get them, and then at the end of every episode, I'll check for new ones who 5-starred. Or maybe at the end of every 5 episodes. Better believe it. But I'll have to make a list. Either way. So save. Yeah, I need to go to bed. Stop recording.